Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Starting!
Single one of you's a bit Jesus.
Okay. Hi everybody, my name is Austin. You are back at Burkify Gaming, and we are here with Not For Broadcast. I tried to play it at one point. It's a long time ago when I had my old computer and it wouldn't run very well. So we're just gonna start a new one.
Friends and neighbours, and have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
I'm gonna go story mode. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Oh, we're done with the music. Oh. Alright. The election. Oh.
Hi, David. I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through.
Okay.
All right, mate. Dave here. Listen, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're going to have to run the news tonight.
I don't know how to do
worry,
that.
It's not hard, and I'm going to stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens. Right, look up at the top. That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down. Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now, the four small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left.
Okay.
Don't worry. I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left.
Alright.
These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again. You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh, right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any three and load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front.
Exercise with hand sleeves. My Salad Weekly. We're gonna go crazy, Neil.
Right, won't be long now till the signal starts coming through from the station. Stay on your toes. All the bigwigs are in tonight because of the election, so we better not make any mistakes.
At 9 p.m, sit back and relax with multiple award-winning movie, The Freedom.
When you get the signal, select screen 1 with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Prawn and mayonnaise?
You know, seafood makes me kind of preposterous.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. That's how I should love.
You're trying to kill me.
Oh, it is too early.
Going 5, 4.
But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson. for the
Good
next
evening.
Night News.
I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay, we're all good. Next is going to be to throw to the news titles on screen 2. There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the flowered market. Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny
What the?
Hamslews wins Sports
My hand
Personality
sleeves.
and a spoonful of sugar. Megan was chatting with movie star Lawrence
Hey,
Underpass
there we go.
about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance headquarters
Oh.
to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic
Right, button 2 in 3, 2, 1, now. Lovely, mate.
Hey!
Next thing is to throw back to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes. Here it comes. Switch to screen 1. Now. Lovely, mate.
But first, the votes are in and it's a decisive win for Advance. the landslide victory with an
Alright.
astonishing 81% of the popular vote.
Doing good, but I also know this is the easiest level because,
In
like,
living memory.
the intro
Advance
sequence.
appealed to voters up and down the country with their bold promises of permanent change. But critics have accused him of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear publicly. However, former Home Secretary...
Great, it's going well. All you've got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
I get it.
Co-leader's acceptance speech.
And 3, 2, 1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody.
I need you to fill out the ads.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late.
Oh,
Thought I'd ask him about the election.
personally, I'm trying to confuse me with big words.
Honey, I'm sleeping.
I thought that was our little secret.
Doesn't remember anything.
I'm deeply uncomfortable with your burgeoning friendship. Yeah.
Wicked, we've made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence, because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things interesting.
Okay.
A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long, 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well
Alright.
get screen 1 selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
On the break. Quiet in the studio.
Yeah, everybody shut the hell up.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody. Going in 5, 4, 3.
National Night.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first
Get
off,
ready to
our
go to
own
Megan
reporter,
on screen
Megan
4.
Wolf is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right,
to
go
the
to
Shop
Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his
joined
name.
today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is on my Mars.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's
Your
talking.
latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
the medicated. Yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well,
Jesus.
I said to Peter at the rest. That's Peter Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's
He's a
reaction.
wonderful
Lovely.
chap.
Now back to Thunder Twat.
I've worked with him on
They're
several
what?
movies, all terribly successful. I said to Peter, "What a wild ride this has been." And you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is
Jesus.
fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It
I'm
was
so bad
a
at this.
complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all others. A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
That is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding. Giving. suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire. The little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh,
Alright, so we're at 34.
Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, difficult, isn't it?
Wide
Very
shot.
difficult.
And back to that. At
I've always been
22.
quite clear that when it comes to
I'm trying to get the hang of this.
one should always strive to
And reaction shot.
not fuck
And
things up.
back to this dude.
Oh, well, don't worry, you won't do it again.
Sorry, I said fuck.
Shit, you did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how
I
to do
think I'm
this.
doing it right.
Which opens next week.
Shit.
Right,
around
they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character,
Okay.
Dr. Lance Hemlock, is
Cameron, I'm
faced with a
playing
decision
not for
that could affect
broadcast.
humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look. Exciting stuff.
Ooh.
Oh, looks like Blunderclatch is really losing it in the studio. I'd love to hear what he's saying, but we can't find out now. We'll go to the Rushes room together once the broadcast's over.
I don't understand it.
It's not your fault.
You think I don't know that?
Alright then.
Lance, we mustn't. Think of Carol.
Dr. Lance to you, Miss
Dr.
Flanagan.
Lance to you. Whoa! The hell? What is this?
Did it for you, baby. All for you.
Dr. Hemlock.
We're gonna change the world, you remember? Go on there, listen to me.
Alright, man, enjoy your nap.
Told me, but I didn't listen.
Doctor,
I'm drowning, Lance, you said.
you need to see this.
No, it's all too late. The virus. The sterility. This formula. This is the key.
Stop it all.
Yes.
We could stop it all. Yes. Yes, we could stop it all.
Ask ourselves.
At the end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
Alright. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words.
I think I already
As
did
you
it.
probably notice, the broadcast screen here is about 2 seconds behind the master screen.
Yes.
Here,
Oh, I got an A plus still. How the fuck?
word, the bleep button lights up, like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button or the spacebar on your keyboard for as long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you gotta do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line. Simple. Of course, if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now. As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert getting louder. Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember,
Swearing like a pro, y'all.
count 1, 2, and hold it down.
That's right. Absolutely.
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late. You can use the number buttons on your keyboard. 1 to 4.
Oh, it's good to know.
We've had worse. 5, 4, 3.
National Night
Welcome back.
News.
And I'm told we can now go live to Advance Headquarters, where the two leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address. are about to make their acceptance.
Shall I start?
Go for it, Pat.
Shall I start? Okay. Well, thank you all for coming, and well, where do I start? What a day!
They said we couldn't do it.
They certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying southern bastard trick they had against us. But you, the people, you saw right through their shite.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebratory pints. Makes me
Coarser
coarser than the Granny's fanny. Coarser than the
Memorably put. But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party. A party is what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team that can change things. But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbook.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
You know this sort of probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated community.
Tomorrow we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of taxes.
So all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. I've got nowhere today. We revoked your passports. We revoked. You want them back. You want to leave like you threatened before the election. That's fine. That's fine. You're going to pay us. You're going to pay back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals into a nation of individuals, to properly fund health and education, to raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits
back to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So to you posh twats,
the people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs, the people whose children
I'm behind bucket.
So they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
It ends today.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been. In the hands of the people who created it.
It ends
2,
yes. It ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again. Just like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, and until then, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that.
7,
Thank you for your time.
8, 9. I did
Well,
shit.
an interesting acceptance speech there from and our apologies for the fruity language. Hopefully we got that bleeped out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble. So,
I think I did
as
good.
the country braces itself for new government, that's all from us this evening at the National Nightly News.
All right.
We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under Advance. I'm Jeremy Dawson. Have a peaceful...
Right, looks like you've got it now. Thanks for all the help, mate. I've got to go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
Oh, whoa, hold the fuck on.
It's just some weird...
Hold the bleep on.
dying there.
So lucky.
God, I'm
See you
dumb.
tomorrow night.
You're not coming for a drink?
No, got a date.
Lucky you. Try not to get murdered.
Deals, they're unreal. You've got people coming over at Christmas. You've got Nan. She's going to leave a stain on the sofa. You don't want her sitting on this white sofa. She's going to have to sit on the dark sofa.
Alright.
This is the deal.
A plus, A plus, A plus. Hey, I did decent, I guess. You received a generous bonus. Current wealth broke as poor. Ain't that the fucking truth? Oh man.
Alright, mate. Welcome to the archive. This is where you can have a quick look back at what you've done and how it looked to the public. There's 3 sections: broadcast rushes
moments, we'll be going live to tonight's national nightly news. But before that, let's take a look at what's coming up later on tonight on Channel 1. At 7 o'clock, it's the semi-final of the quotation game.
And it's a nail-biting quiz tonight, as a team of nuclear physicists take on 4 old ladies from East Grinching. That's followed at 8 p.m. by award-winning documentary series The Shape of Now, which tonight looks at the history of the knee-length sock and its importance during the Great Blackouts of 1871. Not one to miss. At 9 p.m, sit back and relax with multiple award-winning movie The Freedom of Being Colin, taking us all the way up to 11:15, where, as usual, Dr. Adrian Atkinson-Briney will be grilling his guests in Sizes, and tonight's news return for leading economist Katie Burton. Finally, at midnight, it's the National Weather Report, before we say good night.
Right until tomorrow. But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson for the National Nightly News.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
Let's see how this
Our
looks.
main
Just
stories
for
tonight. Moving on up,
curiosity.
the election win that experts said just couldn't happen. Hopeful or hostile? Controversy?
Skip all this. Go faster, I want to get to the part where I had to check out all the cussing. I don't care about all this. There's the heads. Yeah, imagine that was just absolute hell for everybody to watch. You hear a smack. Another ad.
Okay,
all right.
Well, thank you all for coming, and, well, where do I start? What a day!
They said we couldn't do it.
They certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying southern against us, but you, the people, you saw right through their
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebratory pints. It makes me coarser than a granny.
Memorably put.
Alright.
Right, click on rushes and let's have a look at those. Right, this is the rushes room. It's pretty simple. The 4 screens you can see, they're going to show you the 4 signals you got from the studio during the actual broadcast. Difference is you can mute any combination of them so you can have a listen to the stuff you weren't allowed to show. Select the broadcast and give it a go. And when you're done listening to the backstage secrets, hit back.
This one. I want to see the Blunderclatch interview. What's he so freaked out about during the adverts?
These aren't my cards. Please tell me these aren't my cards.
I agreed to do one beastly interview a day. I made that completely clear when we started. Check my contract.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Oh, piss off! You're on thin bloody ice, Rob. Whole wheat, man. Whole wheat.
We're coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
Go ahead and mute those.
10 seconds, everybody.
I need to watch this one.
Going in 5.
Skip past the interview.
Next week around the country. Lawrence, do tell us what's going on.
Oh, right.
Mr. Blunderclatch.
No! I'm shutting this down. What kind of operation are you people running?
Mr. Blunderclatch, I understand you're upset, but we can...
You don't know the half of it. Rob! I'll be at the Dorset. Send up a bottle of scotch and a whole ham. It's in my contract.
It's in my contract. Alright. We done? I want to save and quit. I gotta be done. Alright.
Good evening.
That's it for this episode. So if you like this video, please like, subscribe, give us suggestions, complete tips or comments. Put in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next bleeping episode.
For every